that you are. That's all. You're the only one that has a so-called CB shop with no test equipment in it. You're the only one that has a so-called CB shop that cannot do a legal transaction with credit cards and PayPal in the street. I mean,
now, how many days you hear me saying I accept all major credit cards and PayPal? I know I said it at least 10 times while this duck plucker was arguing.
Come on. I've been around a long time. I've seen a lot of cats come and go out here. All right? I never heard you 3 decades ago. You never existed beyond 2 years, so you can make all the claims. You can claim all the glory. You could profess that you're the best since the apple pie, since the light bulb was invented, that you're the best thing out there. But we all know you're just a lonely crackhead with short little stubby fingers and a baby mushroom. That's why Debbie doesn't want to be with you. All right? I have no respect for a man that puts his hands on a woman, and that's something you did. It's proved. It's been proven. So, Richard, you're a fraud, brother. I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm not trying to get you off the radio, because you're very entertaining. But the only thing I am, my goal out here is just to prove that you're a fraud using your own words. All right? Because you would have to be 250 years old, according to all the careers you had in your lifetime. Right? But Richard, don't listen to me. The drivers don't have to listen to me. All they have to do is listen to your videos. Listen to your own words. Your own mouth is your own worst enemy, because your jaw engages before your brain, before the synapses in your brain take place. You start chomping on, yeah, I'm this, I'm that, yeah, ooh, put him up. Anyway, let me work on my second cup of Java here before it gets cold. And I'll be back, Richard, because I know you're going to talk nonsense about me. Being that you never met me, it's hard. It's hard to talk about people you never met. You claim you got this, you got that, but you know what you got, Richard? You got zero evidence. What you do know is that the lawman comes out here with a strong hand, but a fair hand. Remember that, Richard. All right? Remember that. If you come clean, I can help you. Okay? I can make you more popular than the Beatles in the 60s. But you don't want to listen to the enforcer. You don't want to step away from the mic and come clean. They call me the enforcer, truth and justice, the American way, and I'm back out.
Hold up, Mr. Enforcer. You just said my own mouth. You just stood here and told the public, this exposing a fraud. What I have is all video games in your words. You just told this whole world that you don't know me and that I never smoked crack with you. You just told this whole world that I accept payment for crack. You just told this whole world that I don't take credit cards and PayPal when everybody out here knows I do. You just told the whole world that you never met me. You just told the whole world that I never smoked crack with you. You just told the whole world that I smoked crack in 1996. But yet you won't take a piss test an hour from now with me, and yet you want them to believe that you have a video of me smoking crack on Utica Avenue? Come on, dog. How can you say you're perpetrating and you're trying to expose a fraud? I'm exposing a fraud every minute that you talk. Yes, 1996 is possible, but today, no, listen to you. Listen to everything you just said. You stood out here blatantly 2 months ago and told these drivers, listen up, I got a video. And then you come out 2 weeks later in a fit of rage, talking about, okay, I have no proof you're smoking crack today, but in 1990s, was that not your voice? If that's not your mouth, that's not you in the video game, then maybe I am a fraudulent fuck. But I don't know, Mr. Enforcer. I'm out here doing radios. And I don't want anybody out here to think that they might be rolling into a crack area or a crackhead when they come to see me. So, Mr. Enforcer, we're faced with a problem. We have a junkie out here that's calling a motherfucker a crackhead. A man who's saying he's a lawman today. But he will not come out from behind that mic to take a piss test 1 hour from now. He's talking about random this and random that. Your random is 1 hour from now. Utica and Rutland, the Rite Aid. I think you're deathly afraid. You're more afraid because you're afraid of me knocking you the fuck out for all the bullshit lies you put out here about me, while I'm exposing you as being nothing but a fraud. I don't know, Enforcer. You might go on long with it to try to confuse them and throw them off the issues, dog. But here's the wager. You know what? I'll give you 6 hours, dog. Make it before noon today. Any place you want to meet on Utica, we'll piss in that cup together. We'll walk into the nearest drugstore, purchase 2 instant tests, and we'll see who comes up for what. And I'll tell you what, when I don't show any motherfucking cocaine on that camera, I'm going to break your fucking jaw. I'm going to let you know that from the door. But that's why you're deathly afraid. Because you know what's going to be found in your urine. See, I don't need to know you, dog. I know your drug dealers. You understand? They do business with me. You understand? I do their radios. But you don't know me.
Now you're claiming that you know, supposedly you know drug dealers that I deal with. You know them. You do their work. See, you sound more and more absurd as you continue. See, that the problem is your mouth is your worst enemy. I don't know any drug dealers because I don't do drugs, so how could you know my drug dealers? See, you're making false claims and accusations, all right? And I keep telling you, keep trying to slander me, Richard. I don't do drugs, brother. I get high on life. The only drugs you find in my system is caffeine from my Maxwell house. That's all I have is caffeine in the morning for my coffee. So if you want to call that a drug, yeah. Yeah, that's the only drug is my coffee in the morning, brother. Three cups. 3 cups of Java. And I just consumed 2 of them. So I'm going to work on the last cup, Richard. But Richard, there's no one's jaw you're going to break, Richard. You're a clown. All right, no one takes you serious out here. All right? Before you even try to lift your hands to even try to assault me, you'll be sleeping on the back, on that sidewalk, that asphalt. You'll be looking up in the sky. That's the only thing that's going to happen. All right, so you can make all your claims, all your threats you want. All right, because you're another one of these tough guys behind a microphone. You're a gangster. One minute you say you're a made man, the next minute you are a retired captain. You're a clown, man. And that's why no one takes you seriously. You get put on blast on 19, 31, 37. No one has respect for you because you're a joke. You're a joker and a 2-time stroker. All right? You like big back men, and we all know that. But that's your sexual preference. I have nothing to do with that. You're a homosexual, you're a crackhead, and you have no job. And you're out here trying to expose who? I'm not here trying to sell anything, Richard. I'm here exposing you. I'm not trying to sell radios. I'm not trying to say I'm a technician. All I'm doing is alerting the public to your fraud. And the fraud is that you do not know what you're doing. You have no test equipment. I don't know how you do legal transactions if you're in the street dealing and wheeling. So Richard, your own mouth is your worst enemy. Remember that, Richard. One day you'll become a man. One day you'll try to step to the enforcer. But until that ever happens, which I don't think ever will, you're just a mud duck out here. And you're just someone that you're not. But Richard, I can help you, brother. I can help you get off that pipe. But you have to come clean first. You have to say, Mr. Fossey, you're right, brother. Yes, I do need help. What I need to do, what are the steps I need to take? Can I help you? All right? I'm not out here to hurt you. I'm here to help you, brother. All right? I'm just here to help you. See, what you're doing is spreading rumors and accusations, and you're just causing slander, and you're trying to tarnish my good name and reputation. But people that know me off the mic, they know I do none of the above that you're claiming, Richard. I have no drugs in my system. I mean, if you do drugs, that's your business. I'm not hating on you for you being a junkie. I'm trying to help you. It's called tough love. People might say, why are you doing this to Richie? I'm not doing anything to Richie. I'm just trying to get a cat off the pipe. If you want to call that abuse, then hey, call it what you want. I'm just out here trying to help a lonely junkie. Because God knows, 2-3 years from now, you know, who knows where you're going to be, Richard. I don't want to see you in a box. I want to help you out, brother. I want you to prosper. I want you to be the #1 cat out here when it comes to two-way radio right there. Not a local clown. Just listen to my words and you see what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to help a cat out here. They call me the enforcer, truth and justice, the American way. Let me work on my 3rd cup of Java before it gets cold. And I'm back out.
Hold on, Mr. Enforcer. Don't try to run, dog. You're talking about exposing a fraud here. You said Richie smoked crack in 1996. You said you don't know Richie, never met Richie. Where is your evidence, where is your exposure that can prove Richie is into that kind of dumb shit today? What do you have as evidence that can give you the right to say you're trying to help me and get me off a pipe? That's what I'm trying to find out here. If I piss in a cup for you 1 hour from now, and there's no cocaine or anything else in my system but weed, are you still going to come out here every morning and try to fraudulently say I'm a crackhead? Let me tell you something about a liar and a storyteller, dog. They stutter on their words very often, and they hesitate while they're speaking. They can't just let it flow. So, Mr. Enforcer, while you're trying to expose a fraud, we want to see what kind of fraud you're exposing. Where is the exposure that can prove Richie is into hardcore drugs? And did you ever attempt to do business with Richie and pay him with a credit card? Because you're over here trying to tell all these people that the 4DX guys that I got on my video gates who are in Texas, South Carolina, and California that paid me with a credit card, that I don't accept credit cards. I don't accept time and time again. I accept all major credit cards and PayPal. So maybe you got a different government name. I'm going to tell you why you might have my wrong government. I put it out there. This alleged rap sheet you got, does it have a felony arrest for the assault on some woman you say I got? Now, these are legitimate questions. These are the things that, if they can be answered yes to any one of them, then you have proof of something to expose.
We're just going to get Deborah to tell us.
Well, it all sounds good, Birdman, but I can assure you Debbie values her freedom, and she knows why that's never going to happen. Now, 2 years ago, I said the best thing that could happen is y'all could get Debbie. But you know why I did that to y'all monkeys? To feed you a little bone. Hello, good morning, Mr. Birdman 39131. Cokie Bird, how you doing this morning? I'm taking care of your little henchman over here who claims one day he don't know you, but yet he's on 31 for hours at the gates telling them what kind of personal friend you are. PM Electronics. Yeah, okay. But anyway, Mr. Enforcer, if you could say yes to any of those questions, dog, or if it'll make you happy, I'd be willing to volunteer to meet you in less than an hour from now and take a drug test. There's a random offering. Just so you can't step out here and try to tell the public that I smoke your crack. Well, guys, you know, the best thing Channel 19 Public can do is push up on the Enforcer to meet Richie and take that bet with the piss test. Because that, my man, would put a stop to half the shit out here. But y'all too stupid to see that. Push up. Tell him Richie's making you a good offer. I got $500 cash that I'll have in my hand to hand over along with all that. And mind you, if my test came up for anything other than marijuana, I'd take down my whole radio station. Really, these are the things you clowns got to start doing. If you don't want me out here every morning, when he start running that shit, say, go meet the man, show us, prove it on camera. He willing to submit his urine on camera to prove he does not smoke that man's crack. But you know, Michael J. Pliaman, Pia Pussy, his brother's losing the kids because he left his crack pipe in the child's bedroom. I mean, come on. Now check it out. He says that this is all allegation and lie. This can be proven. Do I have the proof? Yes, I do. Like everyone else, I can type it right into my computer, the Long Island Police blotter, and learn all about Michael J. Pliaman at 35 No Nut Lane, the man in the begging and pleading gates who was flipped out that he comes out here telling every lie, saying he's got this, that, and the other thing. Richie didn't say a word. Richie didn't say I got this. Richie said I got that. Richie just produced it. While he's out here selling you dreams, I'm delivering hardcore realities. Now, y'all don't want me out here every morning? Y'all better start pushing up for that video game he says he got, that he likes to throw out here to try to convince y'all I smoke his crack. You know? And, a couple other things. I'm sure you guys are smart. I'm sure you guys know I'm really getting a little tired about here defending myself when there's really no need to. But the thing is, hear this. I want to expose a true fraud. So since the exposure, something that is seen visibly with your own eyes, is part of exposure, I'm willing to demonstrate. He will never meet me in less than an hour from now or 2 hours from now to piss in that cup. Because of all the bodily threats he made, he said he was going to do, come to Brooklyn on me. The man is petrified. Scared shit, that 6'2", 95-pound junkie that he is. I'm not going to hit him. I'm not going to hurt him. He's on a Brooklyn sidewalk. I want to piss in that cup for him and his camera. But hey, that might kill all the fraudulent exposure he's been trying to spread out about Richie. With that, guys, y'all have a good day. Y'all better come up with a good plan how to clean up your backyard. Because until y'all start taking action, I'm going to be out here every morning doing it in the finest style the way I do it. Making you all look like pussies.
That's gonna be good.